Hello everyone, welcome to the Ozark Outpost. This is Global War 85, Operation Mars, turn 6, and it was a big one. Warsaw Pact completed AMD, so they now have missile defense. They built 2 light infantry, 1 paramilitary, 1 airborne, and 1 air superiority fighter. And they decided to declare war on NATO. Yep, the shooting war has begun in earnest. So the first thing they did was they went down here and talked to the Greek boys. They won the battle, as you can see, attacking from Bulgaria. It cost them 2 field artillery and 2 early gen MBTs. Then, from Hungary, they decided to test the Austrians' mettle. But, as you can see, that didn't work out too good for them. They lost the battle, had to retreat after losing the field artillery, 2 early gen MBTs, and an MBT. There, I got it centered. Yeah, they just... I'll get this right. I hit it right the first time. They just didn't have very much left. Not enough to go in there in mountain attack and try it again. Okay, then M4. That diesel boat went in there and auto-killed the oil tanker there. And then in Germany, as you might expect, there was a little bit of action. As you can see there, Warsaw Pact captured Bavaria. Cost them 4 mech and 2 MBTs to do it. And then they also captured northern Germany. They used chemical warfare, and it cost them a next generation MBT, a fighter, an attack helicopter, and 2 mechs, which you can't tell what's there. That's what they have left now. They had a hell of a lot more than that before, but we'll get into that in a little bit. Their income's up to 27, plus 10 for computers, plus 6 for land zones in Africa, plus 2 for, I believe that was for Bavaria and northern Germany, giving them 45 in the bank. Then we went on to NATO's turn. For their tech, they finished SEED and it moved advanced air superiority fighters to stage 3. NATO successfully rolled for battlefield nuke release authorization against Warsaw Pact. And in their purchase, they bought 4 mechs. Okay, then, as you probably, well, you may have guessed from that, you may not. NATO counterattacked northern Germany with pretty much everything they had in Rhineland and Benelux. They did use battlefield nukes in the counteroffensive, and it was a bloodbath. They had to fall back. They didn't have enough to get the job done, but it was one hell of a spoiling attack. Warsaw Pact started the battle with 32 units in northern Germany, and they just have 10 left. Lost 22 of them. NATO started with 22 units attacking and lost 16. So, yeah, it was monstrous. And then the major army base in East Germany, you can see it there. was attacked with 3 cruise missiles and suffered 3 damage. Okay, NATO's income after territories lost was 37, minus 4 for oil tankers that, minus 2 for the tanker in the Mediterranean, and then minus 2 for the oil field in Nigeria that Warsaw Pact now holds. Gives them, they put 33 in the bank. Okay, Soviet Global. As was said in one of my all-time favorite movies, somebody at the KGB must have hit the right people, because the guys at the dice rolling ministry finally got their act together. They scored stage 1 of precision guided munitions. They completed computers, moved advanced air superiority fighters to stage 3, advanced airborne to stage 3, and advanced sonar to stage 2. They hit 5 out of 6. Okay, for military aid, they bought a next-gen MBT for Iraq, a mech, and a light infantry for PRF. Then for themselves, they bought an MBT, a mech, 2 Marines, an attack chopper, and a SAM. Then the Soviets went to war with NATO. And as you can see, they attacked Anatolia from South Caucasia. They won the battle, losing just a single mechanized infantry. And then cruise missiles were fired at the minor army base in Marmara, which took 4 damage. Then the Soviet Navy went to work, auto-killing the tanker in I-1. They also auto-killed the tanker in I-4. Over here in the Atlantic, the tankers in I-41 and I-42. And then an SSN and an SSGN fired a combination of 3 P-700s and 2 anti-ship missiles at the U.S. Global Fleet in A-36, and they killed a cruiser and a destroyer. And those were, they had satellite support, and those were P-700 hits with target select. So the Soviet commander decided to remove NATO's missile defense capability by killing the cruiser and weakening their ASW a bit with the destroyer kill. Now we go up north. The Soviets were just busy little boys this turn. Okay, they invaded southern Finland from Leningrad and captured it with the loss of 1 airborne. They went in with 2 Marines and 2 airbornes. Lapland, they went in and captured it. Same thing, 2 Marines, 2 airborne, without any losses. Then in A8, as you can see, the Red Banner Northern Fleet decided to break out. A8, combination of destroyer and ASW helicopter missed the diesel boat there, which went on silent running. In A7, a pair of ASW choppers attacked the diesel boat there and sunk it. As you can see, it's not there. A7. Then in A5, here. A Bear Foxtrot and an ASW chopper attacked the diesel electric sub there. As you can see, they missed it and it went on silent running. And then in A6 there, backfire bomber, which flew out here to A5, shot 3 KH-22s. The fleet commander elected to scramble the 2 fighters from his carrier to try to intercept the planes here in A5. The interception backfired on him. NATO lost a fighter in the exchange. And then the KH-22s were fired, and one scored a hit on the supercarrier for 1 damage, as you see. Saddam Hussein this time elected not to attack Shiraz. He decided he just didn't have the forces. So he held off, took his military aid, rolled for recruitment and missed. Then the Soviets, income of 39 or 38. They saved 1, and then plus 9 more total gave them 48 in the bank. US Global rolled some tech dice. Didn't do very good. They moved SDI to stage 2, and they completed advanced air superiority fighters. For military aid, they decided to buy a mech for Iran, reward for them for stout-hearted defense in Shiraz. And they also sent NATO an attack bomber. And then for themselves, they bought 2 next-gen MBTs, which were designated for POMCUS sites in Germany and Benelux. Then they bought 2 MBTs, paramilitary, and a frigate. So for their combat, they went down here. Since US Global and Soviet Global were at war, PRF signed a military pact with the Soviets. The Americans attacked El Salvador and won the battle, but just barely. They drug it all the way out. It cost them 2 fighters, an attack chopper, 3 MBTs, 2 next-gen MBTs, and they shot 2 cruise missiles in there, which were both shot down by missile defense. But they did manage to capture El Salvador, so all communist forces have been expelled from Central America. Okay, then up here in I-41 and I-42, SSN came over from A-36 and was able to kill the Soviet diesel boat there. And then the P-3 from Extremadura came down here to A-42 and rolled a 2 and killed that diesel boat. Oh, in Iran, the Iranians sent a mech north for walk-in liberation of Tehran. They missed on their recruitment roll. And let's see. A37, A30. Where am I at A37? What went on here? A37. Why the hell did I write A37? Oh, yeah, because of that. Forgot to tell you one. This fleet has an S3 Viking. It took off and came over here in an ASW attack on the SSGN and the SSN and missed. So he retired. They decided to remain. Wait, no, that wouldn't have worked. He would have kept attacking if they remained on the surface. So those two actually, they're on silent running. I gotta give them markers. Okay, the Americans, their income went up to 48. They got a +8 from adjustment. Then they have -2 for the oil fields in Nigeria, -4 for lost tankers, putting $50 in their bank. FEC, those guys, they bought an MBT, an attack helo, a light infantry, and a paramilitary. For combat, they came over here to I-15 in a joint operation. Bear Foxtrot from South Vietnam and a destroyer sank the American SSN that was there, and then this SSN was available for auto kill on the two tankers. Oh, let's see. In Western China, FEC decided to attack Eastern Xinjiang, and as you can see, they got the job done. It wasn't free, though. It cost them 2 SPAGs and 2 light infantry, but they have made further inroads into Western China. Southern Manchuria was a Donnybrook. They slugged it out toe to toe, neither side wanting to give an inch. But FEC won the battle eventually at a cost of 3 MBTs, 2 light infantry, 2 fighters, 2 artillery, and an attack helo. Their income went up to 19. They got +7 for computers, +3. No, they got +7 for Chinese territories. 1, 2, 3, 4. How the hell did I get that +7? Anyway, however it worked out, I can't remember at the moment. I didn't write down the specifics. They got 10 in bonus, which put 29 in their bank. Pacific Command. Pacific Command bought an attack bomber and 2 light naval attack bomber and 2 light infantry. For combat, Pacific Command went to war with Far East Command and attacked South Vietnam, and as you can see, they won the battle rather handily. It cost them 1 light infantry and 1 SAM. Then the Americans shot a couple of cruise missiles at the FEC possessed minor army base in Guangxi. 1 missile was shot down, 1 scored a single point of damage. PAC's income went up to 24, but they have a -4 for oil tankers, so they put 20 in the bank. Then China managed to finish chemical warfare technology So that gave them a +1 to national morale. They bought an artillery and a mech, and they decided to go nuclear. They shot, housekeeping correction I had to make. It was pointed out to me, I forgot that when Guangxi was captured by FEC, that resulted in the loss of a nuclear capable shipyard for the Chinese, which cost them their lone boomer and gave them auto release for counter value nukes. So they can shoot anything in their inventory if they want to. And since FEC is crowding them so much, they decided to bite back a little bit this time. So they shot theater missiles. They shot one at the major army base in Uzbekistan, which was shot down. They shot another one at the major army base in Vladivostok, and 8 points of damage was scored there. In P16, the People's Liberation Army Navy came out of port with 2 diesel boats in P16 to attack the 2 FEC nuke boats. They also brought an attack helo out from Xinjiang. They killed 1 Soviet SSN and the other went on silent running. China's income is down to 6 plus 3 for independent arms sales, put 9 in their bank. And there you have it. The war is now hot worldwide. Everyone is engaged. Ozark Outpost. Over and out.